She was getting repeated phone calls that made her feel uneasy, and a few days later, she was gone. This is the disappearance and chilling discovery of 23-year-old Kada Scott. Kada worked overnight shifts at an assisted living facility in Philadelphia, and her family described her as gentle, funny, and hardworking. No enemies, no double life, nothing suspicious. But in the week before she vanished, she told relatives she'd been receiving harassing phone calls from someone she didn't know. And on the night of the 4th of October 2025, she arrived for her 9 p.m. shift. At around 9:45 p.m., she was last seen walking toward her gold Toyota Camry, parked outside her workplace, but she never made it home. Her phone, dead, her social media completely silent. Now, police at first treated it as a missing persons case, but the tone changed quickly when homicide detectives joined the search. Witnesses mentioned a man she'd seen around the building in the days leading up to her disappearance, and that man turned out to be 21-year-old Keon King. Now, detectives later linked him to a stolen Hyundai Accent, reported missing days before Kada vanished, and that same car was later found burned and compacted at a junkyard. He's been connected, now he's got rid of his car, a stolen car at that. What would you need a stolen car for? Why would you need to then dispose of it in such a way? Things are not adding up. Investigators used call phone data to track King's movements, and those pings placed him near two crucial locations: the area where the stolen Hyundai was destroyed and a deserted schoolyard on 74th Avenue where detectives had already searched once before. Now, a week later, an anonymous tip, a very specific tip, which is also very strange, seems like there may be someone else that was involved or knew exactly what was going on. This tip had led them back there, and when they searched there that second time, they found something very disturbing. Behind the abandoned school, inside a shallow grave, police discovered human remains, and on the 18th of October, DNA confirmed what Kada's family feared. It was Kada Scott, and the medical examiner's report hasn't been fully released, but authorities are calling it a homicide. She disappeared and she was in a shallow grave. Of course, there was definitely ill will in her demise. Now, I left this for last, but this is something that is key to this case and you probably haven't even heard about. King had been arrested months earlier for kidnapping and strangulation in a separate case, but those charges were dropped after the victim stopped cooperating, unfortunately, and he walked free just weeks before Kada disappeared. The DA's publicly criticized how that case slipped through the system. If he was held accountable for